Colombo has seen a resurgence of a load of fashion brands, and steadily making its name is Mackly. Today, the founder of Mackly is joining us. Hi, Sharmila.
Hi Rihaab, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
All good, all good.
So we'll start talking a little bit about your brand. So Mackly started off as a sleepwear brand. Tell me about how you came up with the idea, how you started it, what was the whole start of it?
Well, I always wanted to create a brand since I was very young. So the entrepreneurial spirit was always there. And then when I got married and had kids, and then finally they were a little big and I could look at doing something. Sleepwear was a segment that I felt was a niche segment, but not quite looked at seriously. And when I searched in the market, I couldn't find any quality sleepwear with soft fabric. And we hail from a textile background as well. So it was just organic for us to, start doing from that category.
Okay. So you opened in Sri Lanka first, and you also have a branch, I believe, in India. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, initially we launched in Sri Lanka. And then 2 years later, then we, because we're also, I am from India, so it was natural for us to, expand into India. We are currently available in almost all the online platforms in India now. Yeah.
Perfect. So starting a brand, especially something like sleepwear, would have had its fair share of challenges. Can you tell me a little bit about how it was for you?
Well, firstly, like I mentioned earlier, it's a niche category. So to create the awareness to parents as to how important sleepwear is in the process of a child getting good sleep. So there was a lot of awareness creating posts that we had to do. But given time, people here, customers here, quickly bought into the quality and they know what they were buying into. They've got good taste and they knew when they saw good value. So it kind of performed better than we expected and quickly.
Okay. So when designing your collections, what inspires you?
Well, as a mom myself, everything is about would my kids love to wear it. So everything stems from that as a mom and through the eyes of my kids.
Okay. So like I said, you started off with sleepwear, and you've expanded your brand quite a bit to include quite a lot of offerings. Can you tell us a little bit about what you offer at the moment?
So interestingly, we start with sleepwear, but there was an inquiry in India from a chain, a big brand, who we wanted to have a shelf space with. They asked us to look into innerwear for kids. So we did a whole year of tests and training. And today, kids innerwear is one of our core products and core sellers. So that was a very interesting category that we have. And lately, in the last year or so, we've had like women's, and then now we've launched teens. And then we're also going to be launching some interesting categories going forward.
Perfect. So now we're here to talk about something very interesting, your fashion show.
Yes.
So tell me about, you've decided to have an adults and kids fashion show. So that's very interesting. Tell me a little bit about it.
So we did our first ever fashion show 6 years ago with no expectations, but it was a huge success and very fond memories we have of that. So now I think we've got a great team, and then I would we were just sitting and chatting and we realized that it's time to do one more again. And since we have a lot of new categories that involves adults and kids, we wanted to bring in the entire family for a whole evening of fun entertainment, and also a platform for us to showcase our collections in a visual treat.
Lovely. So what can the audience expect from your show, compared to the previous show that we had?
Yeah, like always, I think the kids will, be there, and that's one of the most interesting part of the show. But we also introduced a lot of interesting products that are giving solutions in kids wear. I will probably leave that to the show for you all to see, but there are a couple of products that we are very keen to show on the platform. And we have a teens collection, so we'll have a whole round of teens walking the ramp as well. And then we have our adults. And so some of the recent collections that we have done is our Seda innerwear, where we've done like some amazing pieces of bras and panties, which are very, very convenient for loungewear. And some of our clients have styled it beautifully as well, if you happen to see our Insta posts. And we also have started a sub-brand called Baby Clan, which will handle for babies from 0 to 2 years. We've come up with some very interesting pieces, with some very cool summer pieces for them as well. And we'll be offering the essentials in that category. And we also have a couple of other strong categories in the ladies and men's, where we offer the cotton as well as the satin collection in both of the categories.
What next for Mackly?
So we're kind of just thinking that the happiness that we get out of giving something different in terms, today the choices are very high. There are so many choices in terms of apparel and textiles for customers in the global scenario. So we're trying to offer something that might make our customers' life easier and better in their everyday life. So we're looking to create products in that line.
Wonderful. So is there anything you would like to tell our audience?
Well, I would say that, look forward to a show. We are all very, very excited about the Mackly Fashion Show that's going to happen on March 23rd at Cinnamon Grand. And we really put in a lot of effort to bring in some wonderful products, some lovely entertainment as well. So looking forward to seeing you all there.
Thank you, Sharmila, for joining us today. And we are excited to see what you do with Mackly in the future, and of course, the fashion show that's coming up.
Thank you, Rihaab. It was lovely meeting you.
Lovely meeting you too. Thank you.